Welcome to the Time of Your Life with the Baltimore County Department of Aging. I'm your host, Ethel Rasmussen. As always, the Time of Your Life is about sharing resources for living your best life and dedicated to keeping you well informed about the programs and services that are especially designed for you. You can also connect with BCDA through our agency's multiple media platforms that include our website, Facebook, the Time of Your Life Digest, Instagram, Flickr, MAP, as well as abundance of printed resources. Connections to BCDA are stronger than ever, so please take advantage of the many options we offer. Because of today's theme, we want to begin the show by sharing Baltimore County government's policy on diversity, equity, and inclusion. It is the county's policy to strongly support and provide diversity, equity, and inclusion in all of Baltimore County's programs and services for all county employees, residents, visitors, and stakeholders. Today's show is a special one because it showcases Baltimore County's Department of Aging's resilience of LGBTQ+ and Elders Safe Space series. With us to share information about our new workshops and celebratory virtual Pride Parade is Jacqueline Lofton, Director of the Woodlawn Senior Center at the Baltimore County Department of Aging. To continue the show's theme of promoting inclusivity, we will provide some insight to some of the challenges faced by the LGBTQIA community. Also on today's show is Dion Coleman, licensed social worker, to share her expertise. The Time of Your Life concludes with Debbie Orlove, Community Business Liaison at the Baltimore County Department of Aging. Debbie shares exciting information about what's happening at Baltimore County Senior Centers. Let's start the show. Senior centers have been closed for over 1 year due to COVID. With us today is Jill Hall, Division Chief of Senior Centers and Community Services at the Baltimore County Department of Aging, to share information about reopening BCDA senior centers. Jill, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Due to health precautions related to COVID, BCDA's 20 senior centers have been closed since last March. Can you share information about these closures and how you have engaged and supported members during this time?
Sure. I can't believe that we've been closed for more than a year. I'm really proud of the staff and the way they were able to quickly transfer from doing all their activities in person to moving over to a virtual and a telephone environment. Once the pandemic started, we began by calling all our members, just checking in with them, seeing how they were doing, if they had any questions about what was happening, if they needed any food resources or other kinds of community supports, and just had that, a way to sort of help the anxiety that was occurring with all the news about the COVID pandemic. And we found they really helped to have a caring person contact them. And then after we did that sort of initial phone contact, we started giving them information on opportunities that were available online. But we did find that there were a number who lacked the computer technology or the internet access to join us online. So we started a computer gifting program where we're giving out computer tablets to individuals who meet the eligibility requirements. And that comes with a 2-year data plan so they can join in on our online programs. We also tried to connect with our members through drive-through events where they could pull through with their cars, see the staff. We could get some eyes on them and see how they were doing, and hand out things like restaurant meals or activity sheets or newsletters and things like that.
What an effort. I understand the reopening of some senior centers are currently in the works. What types of precautions will be made to secure the well-being of senior center members and staff once the centers reopen?
Yes, we take this very, very seriously. We know our members trust us to keep them safe, and we want to make sure we're doing everything we can to ensure that happens. So over the past year, her staff have met many, many times to discuss how we could reopen in a safe and cautious way for all the members and the volunteers, as well as the staff. And we compared notes with senior centers across Maryland, as well as across the country, to find out what they were doing and learn best practices. And we've come up with an 8-phase plan. Seems like a lot, but we're currently in phase 1, which is where we've brought all the staff back. They started going back into the centers last week. And you'll notice when you come to the buildings, they've all been thoroughly cleaned. We've moved some of the furniture around so we can ensure the 6-foot distancing. We've installed plastic barriers. We have a lot more signage and distance markers out there. And we've established a lot of protocols now so that when you come up to the building, you'll be greeted by somebody who will ask you to go through the COVID screening. You'll have to wear a mask at all times when in the building and maintain that 6-foot distance, and you'll get your temperature checked before you can come in. We are only opening our 9 largest centers, because when we looked at how to safely put people 6 feet apart, it was very difficult in the small centers to be able to get very many people in the building. So only the 9 largest centers will be opened. And a lot of the information that we have about reopening will be put on the County Department of Aging website. So you can go there and refer to the information there. As we move through the 8 phases, phases 2 and 3 involve an orientation and a registration process. So everybody, we're going to start with the volunteers first and then move into the general membership. Everybody will have to come in, watch the orientation video, and register for the coming year. And during this time, when we have people in the building, we're also doubling our custodial staff, so they can do ongoing cleaning of all the high traffic areas throughout the day and make sure that as we turn over the rooms from the orientations, they do a thorough cleaning in between. So we're very confident that we're following all the proper precautions that have been set out by the CDC and our county health officer, Dr. Branch.
Can you share what senior center members can anticipate with the continuation of virtual programming, on-site classes, and fitness or exercise studios?
Sure. Once we've had a large number of people attend the orientation and registration sessions, we're going to be opening up in phase 4 to in-person programming and fitness centers. The fitness centers will be open for appointment only, so you will have to sign up for your time. And because it's been more than a year, all fitness members are going to have to redo all their medical clearance forms and consents prior to their first visit. But then we will be offering classes. Again, you'll have to sign up, and it's by appointment only. We really, unfortunately, don't want people dropping in into the center to visit at this point in time. But because we know that a lot of people won't be able to get into perhaps the classes if there's a high demand and fewer spaces than normal, we'll be trying to offer all our popular programs as a hybrid model, or continue doing them virtually until we can bring them back in person. We found that over the past year, about 40% of our members have participated in the virtual programs, and they really enjoy that. It's been a great way for people to connect with members across the county, as well as sometimes in other parts of the country.
Jill, will the Eating Together program function once the designated centers reopen?
Not in its way that it usually did in the past. What we have found over the last year is we've had a very successful bulk food distribution program, and we are going to continue that. You get a food kit of shelf-stable meals, fresh produce, and dairy products in sort of 3 boxes, and we're going to continue that, but we're going to add it at all 9 sites. So individuals will be able to register again online or by telephone and sign up for their boxes each week. We will only be bringing back the congregate dining program once we are back in the center with all the programs and there's more people in the building. We will continue to do the farmers market coupons. They'll be coming out in June, again with an online and telephone registration process. And we hope that everybody will continue to take part in the bulk food program until we can go back to congregate dining.
In closing, is there any other information you would like to share with our viewing audience?
Yes, I just want to thank everybody for their patience and support during the past year. Our staff have tried very hard to keep everybody connected and engaged with our programs, but I know it's not the same as seeing everybody in person, and we know it's been very isolating for individuals. So just remember, our social work staff are available if anybody wants to talk, or if you have any sense of anxiety about going back into the centers, they're available to discuss that with you. And if you're a center volunteer and you're interested in coming back and resuming your volunteer duties, I encourage you to contact your staff at the 9 centers that are open. And then I'd also encourage everybody to get vaccinated. The more people we get vaccinated, the sooner we can move through this process and go to reopening.
Jill, thank you for being on the show today.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you.
We're going to take a short break, but first we would like to offer a special thank you to BCDA sponsors of our Senior Solutions Conference for Professionals.